saying? They shot all the cars up on the whole parking lot. Every car that was on that parking lot, they shot it up except my mother's car. And I'm laying in the bed, you know what I'm saying? I'm in there sleep, you know what I'm saying? I can't move. So when I try to, I see everybody running and cutting lights off and shit. So I raise up and look up. And my mom running there and jump on me, lay me down, tell me to lay down. And I'm like, what's going on? And that's when I started hearing them bullets shoot through the window, shoot through the walls and everything.
So you grow, you old at this point. Your mom come in and she's trying to protect you.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
tell you to get down.
Lay down. She's laying right beside my bed, holding her hand on me because I'm trying to get up.
Okay.
I'm trying to get up to see what's going on, knowing I couldn't move, man. So, you know, still, you know what I'm saying, recovering, no therapy, no nothing. They gave me 10 years on an indictment.
While you going through,
While I'm going through my healing process.
you still not able to walk?
Not able to walk, not able to move. My left side, none of that. They locked me up and they let me go on a medical bond. Just to get a fixation out my face. I had a fixation in my face. I had a fixation in my arm. I had a fixation in my leg on my left side.
What's the fixation?
That's where you know when your bones are cracked or broken, they take these metal rods and drill them into your bone and drill them into your bones to connect your bones back together. Or like me, they took a piece of my hip to line my jawbone back up. Because when I was shot in the face, you know what I'm saying? Shot at my teeth, you know what I'm saying?
So how did that feel being in there and then they let you out on a medical bond and you out? So what's your mind state now? You went through all of this.
Yeah.
Now, and you called on God when you know, praying that it wouldn't be over.
I still wasn't ready to accept, man. I wanted to continue to get high. I wanted to continue to get high, and I did. I did. And I got them 10 years. They gave me them 10 years. That turned everything around for me. That opened up a lot of doors.
When was the you could say the beginning point in those 10 years that you finally something finally kicked in, or you was finally able to hear God, or just look at yourself and kind of reflect and know that you want to be a different person? Do you remember at what point that was?
It was I think it was the summer of '07. It was the summer of '07 in Brown Clothes. I was at Brown Creek on the yard.
Brown clothes. This is medium
Yeah,
custody.
yeah,
You
this is
speak
medium
about.
custody.
Okay.
I didn't, I wasn't no hard guy like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To see no max or no, you know what I'm saying? I was in either medium or minimum.
Right.
So we out there in the back in the bottom smoking smoking some weed. And I was high as hell. But I was fighting a spiritual warfare because I wanted to kill them guys and I wanted to be forgiven for me. I wanted to be forgiven when I killed them guys. And I didn't know, you know what I'm saying, if God was still with me or if the devil was, you know what I'm saying, pushing me to go, to keep this anger in my heart. So this guy I did this bid with, he told me his story. He said, man, I just feel it's on my heart to let you know that, I forgive them guys, the guys that what they did to me by me being doing all this time. He said, I forgive them guys. He said, not for their actions, but for the things that they did to me. It's not about that. He said, I'm forgiving them because I want to be forgiven for the sin.
Right.
And when he said that, man, I couldn't stop crying, man. I cried like a motherfucking baby. And I wanted to run, I looked around and trying to figure out who going to be looking at me cry, So, I'm in penitentiary. Motherfucker might try you to see you crying on the penitentiary, So, you know, I started taking up, they had me going to therapy. I had the best motherfucking therapy you could ever imagine in prison, man. She pulled me out of a lot of dark holes that I had, you know, done put layers of fucking dirt on, and she opened them up for me.
What way she began to open up? She went back into your
She
childhood and
went back
kind of.
from my child. She went back to shit. Said I could probably remember that, you know, when my daddy used to rub my mama's stomach, man. And I was like, you know, me, shit, I wanted to think. I can think now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I was always told I never gonna be nothing. I never could think. You know what I'm saying? So I started thinking. I was like, well, damn, can I really, you know, think back like this? You know, but from my childhood, things that went on in my childhood, by me not having a father figure in my life, by me, you know, having, you know, a mother to protect me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I know that's any parent's job to protect their kid. But, you know, it was more like a protection thing for my mom. And she opened up some holes that, you know what I'm saying, by me coming up, you know, about my actions of being bad. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by being bad, making wrong choices and decisions.
So, but what way was she able to touch you?
Uh-huh.
And all that you've been through, and all that your mom being a spiritual warrior, and
Uh-huh.
I know she stayed on your ass, but
Yeah.
through all of that, what was it in that moment that you allowed a stranger, pretty much, to come in and like unfold you or unpack you? What was it? The way that she explained it, or the way that she expressed that she understood what you were saying?
It was more like the potential that she saw in me.
Okay.
I had a lot of respect for Miss Ginyard. And the way she brought out who I am today, you know what I'm saying? I love this lady. I
Not
love this lady.
to share a similar experience, not to cut you off, my brother,
Yeah.
but I had the same experience with the very same lady. Now, I don't know if she's still alive
Uh-huh.
today, but I want to let her know if she is, that she's also impacted my life, because went over to the 208 yard
Mm-hmm.
where the people that were deemed to be um, crazy,
Uh-huh.
730,
Yeah.
med addicts. I was invited over to be a part of emotional intelligence class. So
Yeah.
I was a brother into learning a little bit, trying to learn more about myself and be a better person. So I went over there and interacting with the brother, help her initiate the class. But as part of being in the class, we had some little downtime, and we sat down during this little downtime, and
Mm.
she just started talking to me, not knowing she put no motherfucking skill down on me. She finna unpack me.
Yeah.
So we were talking, and I'm open. I opened up to it. We went back to way back, like you say,
Yeah.
childhood, early as you can remember. And I just, I just spoke. I just felt free. I felt comfortable. Maybe it was her energy, and I unpacked everything, good, bad, whatever. Things I didn't even know how to feel about. I just shared them.
Right.
And she went back one by one and said, okay, at this point, this is how you probably felt. At this point, you were probably going through this. And, the
Yeah.
people that were involved was this, but you were feeling this way. And
Right.
goddamn, told my life out before me like that, man. I broke down crying.
Yeah.
And now at that point, I realized that crying isn't always a weak emotion.
Yeah.
We're taught as men not to cry. That's an emotion.
Yeah.
It's there for a reason. But we told not to do so, not to do that, not to cry. So at that point, I cried and realized, damn, this cry ain't dealing with no deep pain or nothing that I just went through. I
Yeah.
ain't hurt, I ain't lost about nobody, I ain't about to die or
Yeah.
nothing. But it was a release. It was a good outpour of build up energy that I needed to release. I didn't even know I needed to release.
Right.
And when you brought up her name, it had to be the very same person because we went
Yeah.
in the same places,
Yeah.
some of the same
Yeah.
places.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but for her to reach out and to touch us in that way and spark some hope, spark a little bit of energy to make you want to change,
Yeah.
says a lot. So I know she's touched a lot of more people besides us. We can
Oh
sit here
yeah.
today and identify
Oh yeah. Oh
with
yeah.
that particular time. So when she came in and she had you go back and unfolded everything, made you feel for the first time that you could be somebody.
Right.
Did that little spark of energy and hope cause you to act different or move different or think different?
Oh yeah. I wanted my honor grade. Honor
You want to
grade is a
share?
minimum camp to
Okay.
where, you know what I'm saying, you have maximum, medium, minimum, and you got also have super max over max. Anyway, like I said, medium custody is brown clothes. Minimum custody is green clothes. Green clothes give you the privilege to, a little more responsibility to be on work lease. You get to, you're not up under no gun, which is when you're in medium custody, you're up under the gun if you go on the road squad. So by me being in, I wanted minimum custody so bad, man, and I was given the opportunity to go up the hill, which is what's Colton honor grade. And when I got up there, you know, I wanted change. So I said, well, first thing I did was got my GED. And me, always saying that I wasn't gonna be nothing. Shit, I scored high as hell on my
After making
GED,
that
man.
sip.
Hell yeah, after making that sim, boy, I thought about that ass whooping I got when
Yeah.
I made that sim. I ain't tell you about that. But yeah, after making that sim, man, I scored high on reading, language, spelling, social studies, and science. When I got the math, she said, "You just did the basic, and you really smart on math." I just wanted to get by.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I use my intelligence on something else. So as I went through, I was given the opportunity to take this course called Life Skill. It's like a whole new level, opening up doors. They showed me how to use a computer, which I never knew I knew how to use a computer. They showed me how to fill out an application. They showed me how to present myself, when it comes to an interview, and what to say and what not to say, and how to
Right.
dress and how not to dress. They also gave me some tools on, what I'm saying, like, just life skills in
Right.
general, and I was given the opportunity to take up culinary arts, which
Mm-hmm.
was cook school. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Yeah,
I take some of your cooking. Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
get down now. I
I
burn
know
up
it.
some,
I know it.
and all that plays a big role into the people that I came in contact with. 'Cause like I said, I never knew, anything other than getting high.
So,
So, like, uh, upon meeting some real brothers like yourself, man, you know what I'm saying? I looked at y'all, man, and I watched y'all, man, move. And I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna take a piece of this. I'm gonna take a piece of this. I'm gonna take a piece of this. And this is where I am today. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to be patient. I learned how to, think before I react. Most important, you know what I'm saying? I gave myself a break, man, and really, you know what I'm saying, start learning who the fuck John is.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I never did love myself, man, because I hated myself, because I wanted to get off crack and didn't know how to. Or I wanted to be smart and didn't know if I could be smart. Or I wanted to be, a father and didn't know how to be a father. And you know what I'm saying? Or either I wanted to be a son, a perfect son. But there's a lot of shit that I wanted to do, but I never had the courage to
Right.
do it.
So it just took that little spark
Yeah.
from Miss Ginyard to for you to see your true potential. Once you saw that, a little glimmer of hope, a little
Mm-hmm.
bit of Tank can be somebody, John can be somebody,
Right.
and you begin to move forward. As you move forward, you begin to learn more. You
Right.
begin to learn more. You begin to kind of network with different people.
Right.
You saw people, you came along people that inspired you or motivated you uh, to be a more positive individual.
Yeah.
And you spoke of meeting me and seeing the way we move that it inspired, motivated, and like you. That's fine, brother. And I'm honored.
Yeah.
I am, because at those times too, I was going through my own battles, my own struggle.
Yeah.
Trying to be the best warrior I could be, and just not really doing nothing special. Think I'm really doing nothing special, but just trying to find my way. But to know that I had a positive impact on somebody else,
Yeah.
you know, that've been through similar things or worse things than I have, that I can at an adult age, I'm still going through the battle myself to inspire someone else. So I'm grateful, and all praise due to God for that. But I'm grateful. It makes me feel good to know that I was able to play a part in you, a small part in you, wanting to move forward or wanting to become a better person. Because at the same time, I was going through the same thing.
Yeah.
And just as well, this is what this platform is about. It's not about, you know, we sitting up here, we kind of airing out what, you know, what we may have been through.
Yeah.
But the main thing is what we learn behind it. A lot of times, you know, we have these platforms and the negative energy is put out there to glorify the, the, the foolish actions,
Right.
the clownery, the stupidity for likes or I don't know. It's just a negative atmosphere out there and it's promoted. Okay, but and we say that you know the kids are going crazy. They're different than the way we are.
Right.
You know what's going on. They're crazy. Just can't get to them, and it does seem that way. But this platform was also put together because we would want those individuals to the older people to look down. This boy crazy. What are you doing? Why is he doing it? You know, and people I'm sure try to tell you right from wrong along the way, but you were doing the crazy shit you were doing. We were doing the crazy shit we were doing. But we had to learn through experience. Some people so hard they got to learn. I don't give a damn. Their
Yeah, through
mama
their own
and dad
experience.
that preacher, they got to learn. So
Yeah.
we have had to learn. So what better place to get to come get the knowledge from those who have done the hard work, those who suffer, those who spend half their life in the penitentiary, those who spent months on their, so to speak, deathbed, so to speak, and come back and transform their lives when everybody had given up on them, thought they weren't going to make it, thought they weren't even going to make it themselves. But as years go by, and because it takes time, you cultivate yourself,
Yeah.
you rub shoulders with different people, you become a better person. Struggle still exists. We ain't going to say that don't exist. It always exists. But you know, on the still on the road to recovery because we are recovering from what we've been through.
Right.
You know, and it's a struggle at times. But this platform is to provide a stage where brothers like yourself, myself, and get together and talk about whatever. Because it's not often that we can sit down and talk about something other than sports, you know, women, or whatever. Right. But to sit down and have a man-to-man conversation, bro, what's on your mind today? How you doing? What's happening? Tell me a little bit about yourself because speaking to you right now can be just as our conversation right now can be just as impactful as Miss Ginyard's conversation with us.
Right.
If we have this conversation amongst ourselves, because sometimes brothers go through things and they don't know how to respond to certain things. They don't know how to act in certain situations. They just don't know. They're clueless. But if we begin to talk with one another, we understand. We'll see that brother going through some of the same things I've been through, or he going through the same things that somebody else been through.
You know,
and we begin to identify with that, and then we can enlighten one another. We can encourage one another. We can motivate one another through speaking about whatever it may be. If you feel comfortable, we can speak about life and just feel open. And even you're doing that conversation, it might be an outpouring of emotion. It might be tears, but we men enough, we real enough, we know that there ain't no weak shit. We know those tears are just a relief. Right. And I feel comfortable with being able to release these tears, release these emotions, release this energy in front of my brother.
Right.
But it has to be a level of trust there, and we have a history, so the trust is there. Right. But I want this platform to be for those who have been through something, whether it's incarceration or not, but those who've been through the struggle, those who've been on the opposite side of the law, those who've been through something. Let's get together and talk. We can't change the way what's going on out there now. We don't understand what's going on. We don't understand the mind state of the people. We don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with my brother in my same household. I don't know what's going on with my son in the same household I am. If we're going to come up, we're going to rise, we're going to make a positive influence, we're going to actually take our place in the affairs of men out here, then it has to be a conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
It has to be, and that's the only way unity come about, by having a conversation and everybody being on one accord. It's hard to get the whole world on the one accord, I know that, but amongst brothers that we know that have been through the struggle, like yourself and I, and a million other people, we can get together. We're strong. We're the strongest army, bro. We ain't got this. This ain't come from school. This ain't come from somebody told us. This come from somebody telling us and we ain't listening. Or your higher power sit you down. The best place to really get to know yourself is when you by yourself. A lot of times we take on these attachments. We take on these cars. We take this jewelry. We take this money. We take this big booty broad. We took all this, and that makes us who we are. And the respect that we're able to get from that, or the fake respect that we're able to get from that, we begin to think that is us.
Yeah.
But when that's stripped away from you, you ain't got shit, and your mama can't help you, your daddy can't help you, ain't nobody can help you but God. Now you face to sit down. You just face with yourself, your own thoughts. A lot of times we run from our thoughts. We like to get drunk, we like to get high, whatever, because when you're by yourself, when you're alone, you have a tendency to think about yourself, your situation, your future, your past might be dragging you down. It may be different things. So we love to be around crowds, and I don't want to be the joke of the party, the clown of the party, to always be around somebody to kind of hide from ourselves. But you can't stay drunk forever. You can't stay high forever because if you are,
Right.
you will run into shit. You gonna
You're
fall. You gonna bump your
absolutely
head. You
right.
might kill your goddamn self.
Right.
So God sits you down where you in a place or your higher power. I don't know the belief of everyone, but my belief, I believe God sits us down to where it could be silent. Take all that shit from you. You
Mm-hmm.
ain't know. You thought you were who? You got the same drawers that the man next to you had on last week. When it's time to change clothes, they hand them drawers out. You might get the next man's drawers with shit in them,
Damn right.
blood in them, all kind of shit in them. You same pants. Pants might be damn too big, too tight. Ain't too much shit you could do about it unless you got a little coin to, work with the clothes house, man.
Right.
You
Right.
know. And begin to have a little status in there, but that ain't shit. We have on the same shit, same drawers, same shirt as the next man. No privacy, butt naked in the shower next to a man, shit right next to a man. It ain't no privacy. God strip you all that and make you think. Now imagine a man that think he had everything in the possessions that he had and he put in prison. That motherfucker might go crazy. He either go crazy or really realize though that don't define me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a man. I was a man then, but my values was misplaced. Man
Yeah.
didn't mean I had the nicest cars, the nicest women, and it ain't all right to have that. Strive to have that, but we have to do it in a more positive, productive manner. But when you take everything from you, now you forced to say, "Who the fuck am I? I ain't that car. I ain't that goddamn house. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
that woman. I ain't that money. I ain't that dope. There ain't none of that shit exists right now. You in the penitentiary where somebody tell you when they get up, when to go to sleep, damn near when you can eat everything. And even in that impact that has a effect on the man. Now it may affect the man in a positive way, which we're speaking of. It has what we went through has kind of refined us
Mm-hmm.
and help us to be better people. And the struggle still exists, and we still can fall victim at any time.
Yeah.
So the struggle. So it's important that we communicate with like-minded brothers to have a good support team
You
if
right.
that does happen. But you have to take inventory of yourself. You can't run away from yourself. At some point, you got to sit down and take an inventory of yourself and realize that you ain't got it all right, that you don't know it all, that you just don't know. And that's all right, just not to know. We don't know, but we got brothers we can come to who do know, who do understand our struggle, understand where we're going, and feel comfortable with enlightening us and holding our hands at some point.
Right.
You hold mine, I hold yours. We make it where we go where we got to go. But we have to be strong. We have to be there for one another. We have to take a self inventory, not just one time. You got to keep having you got to keep taking a self inventory. These weeds out here, they come out and cut this shit and make it look pretty as hell. But if they don't come back and cultivate it, take the weeds out at
It could
time,
be everywhere. Go look
it's
fucked
gonna be
up.
crazy as hell. So we got to go back, even though
Mm.
the path that we may be on, we got to go back and still continue to cut them weeds, cut them
Right.
crazy ass thoughts, useless activities, different things. So that we can stay strong and take our rightful place, but not to really change the subject. We're having a conversation. The conversation sometimes is not script. It
Yeah.
can go whatever way,
Yeah. You
but we're dealing with truth.
and you know what? I was just back to what you were saying about being self that inventory. When I feel like I'm getting out of place at times, when I feel like right now I just want to say, what I'm saying, throughout my whole time in prison, I learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I came home, I started doing drugs again, and I got off drugs. I'm almost 5 years clean now. Understand me?
I salute you
Yeah.
and love you.
Yeah, love you too, brother. Thank you, man. That was a struggle right there. And I have to do self inventory. I don't run from shit no more. I face shit. I'm a man now. You know what I'm saying? All that shit I was doing was little boy shit. Now I had to become a grown man because I have a grown man. I have a grown son
Right,
that looks for me for support. That looks for
right,
me for uh, uh, role model material.
yeah,
That looks for me for guidance. You know
right.
what I'm saying? And so I have to get out of myself and look at me and see what I need to make some adjustments in. That's where the self inventory come in at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm not gonna benefit out shit off this right here, doing this if you know what I'm saying. If I'm showing my son this, no, that ain't the right way to show my son. I want to show my son that I work. I go
Right.
out here, I get up every morning, I take my ass to work. I get out here, I spend my money wisely. I get out here, I save everything. You know what I'm
So
saying?
how's life for you now?
Oh man, how's life for me now, man? Uh,
How you
Man,
feel?
I love life. When I say I love life, man. I love what my life has. The struggles that I went through. I don't say fuck it no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's a solution for everything. When life on life terms come to me, I don't run from it no more. I deal with it. I'm a grown man now, so I got to deal with shit. You know what I'm saying? And my life, my life. I'm a chef, man. I never thought I'd be able to use my skills or my tools, you know what I'm saying, making them swole and shit. But
I see you
now,
smiling now. You must
yeah,
really feel good about that.
yeah, man, I still got that fucking $1 million smile too,
Give it to him. They give the $1 million smile like you. That's right. This
You
is a
know
man
what
I
I'm
know. That
saying?
this man, one man I know that's been through what he been through, right, and have
Yeah,
the scars to show it, but they never really show it. He never really showed that bothered him, or he was different, or he felt he make you smile, he make you laugh. That
right.
they might have to cuss his ass out, he might cuss you out, but that's him. So even though that shows your strength, brother, because to you know, like you said, you had to have different things done. We had metal in your jaw,
Yeah,
your hip bone replace your jawbone,
right.
your eye, and off the time made fun of himself. Was all you always have a good heart. You smile, you laugh, but nobody really know. Sometimes we can master it. We can smile, we can laugh, we could be
Yeah.
the most funniest person, but inside we crying like a motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? But you were able to, bro, have the same demeanor, same attitude, same energy as always known you to have, even though you were
Right.
going through what you may have been going through at the time. So that displays your strength as well. Because a lot of times people give up and say,
Yeah.
"Fuck, I done been through this. I can't get a job, or I've been in this relationship, or whatever may have happened, or you know,
You know, we got a God, man.
right,
I have a God. And that's what I believe in. And everything is meant for everything is has its purpose. You know what I
most
mean in
definitely,
life.
right,
So the struggle, it's a purpose for you to have that struggle because it wants us to know, if you're worthy of what He's gonna give you.
right,
You know what I'm saying? The struggle that I went through that struggle because He wanted to know if I was gonna be strong enough to be where I'm at today.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a successful businessman now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
What you do right now?
I have a landscaping lawn service and detailing business. It's called All Area Maintenance. Oh yeah, I get down too. And it's not nothing to brag or to boast about. You know what I'm saying? But I never had shit, and I was always told I was never gonna be shit. But that was just, what I'm saying, some shit that was embedded in me at an early age until I really found myself and really understood, what my purpose is on this life is to be myself. And that's who I am today. I have peace about who I am,
Right,
and my past don't bother me no more, man. That shit used to hold me down. My past don't, it's no luggage no more. I don't have anything on my back no more, man. Only thing I have on my back is my clothes. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And when I move, man. I don't have nobody telling me what I can and can't do anymore. You know what I'm saying? As far as relationship wise, man, you know what I'm saying? That's another story though. But right now, what I'm speaking about, man, is you know, uh, I'm gonna give you this story right here about this little young brother I met. His little young brother was struggling. He was struggling. He was struggling. He didn't have no sense of direction, no sense of, and I took it, for hell. I had to learn how to be who I am. So why wouldn't I give it back to this man?
right,
And I know he don't have a father figure in his life, which I didn't know, but I knew when I was talking to the brother, I had his undivided attention. And I told him about the places that he was hanging out and the people that he was hanging with wasn't gonna do him no good because it was gonna give him the same results from the same action that he just came out of. And to make a long story short, when I summed it up with the brother, man, I gave the brother a hug, man. The brother didn't want to let me go, and the brother was shaking. I know he wanted to say something to me, man,
mm,
and that's why I held him. I held him a little tighter and let him know, you
right,
know what I'm saying. I'm here with you, man. We're gonna do
right,
this thing together. It's more about for me. It's more about helping the young man, 21 years old, is for me more about showing them and what I'm saying, getting them guidance.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of days, what I'm saying, these little young fellas don't have that kind of guidance out here. You
right,
know what I'm saying? And when you say, that's not my problem. Well, shit, you wasn't nobody problem when you was doing the shit you were doing,
Right.
and they gave you some guidance. You know what I'm saying? When we were coming up. Yeah.
It feels good to have a inclination to want to help others. Because when you done been through some real shit, I'm talking about when you done been through some real shit and you done survived, it ain't about boasting about you survived it. When you've been through some real shit and you survived and you see what life really is about and you have a purpose, you want to help others. That's a part of your growth. When you grow, you want to help others. So I admire you, brother, for wanting to help others and to go to that extent and sharing something with a brother that wasn't shared with you. We're supposed to feed each other with good thoughts, good energy. And it only take a little bit of that that energy, and it'll
It's
spark some
spark.
kind of
It's
motivation in
spark.
your ass.
It's
And if you
spark.
move, you begin to track
Yeah.
like energy, and God is always gonna be on your side and always gonna prevail. Now there's just like the seasons. There's time when things are a little slow, a little rough, maybe seem a little dead, but we got to go. We got to go through that. We've been through worse times. We've been through harder times. So the things we go through today in society really ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
The people don't understand that. People don't understand your way of thinking because it hadn't come from where you come from.
Yeah.
You learn to be men in places where it was war,
Right.
and you found peace in war. You
Right.
found yourself in war. So now you get down. They said, Tank, I been no Tank. He been, such as I can tell you all about. No, you don't even know me now.
Yeah.
You may not even know me because my whole life has transformed. My thoughts have transformed. My thoughts transformed, then my actions transformed. A lot of people still try to hold you to your old shit and think you, once you start to get ahead, that you think you better than them. But you
Right.
can't be pulled. Don't allow that to pull you back down.
Oh, hell
Instead of
no.
asking you, how did you do that?
Yeah.
Cuz, bruh, how to do that? Help me.
And,
Turn me on.
and you know what? I like that because a lot of when they see me now, they be like, "How you do this? How you get to be where you at now?" You know what I told them? I
Right,
wanted this shit. I wanted this. That's how I got to be where I'm at today. Like I said, um, I still live in the same area that I used to run around and get high in, but it's my choice not to do those things,
right.
man. Because I wanna, like I said, the life that I live now, these almost 5.5 years, almost 5 years of my life now, it's been the best fucking years of my life ever, man. All because of one lady, Sergeant Rivers. If you looking, baby, thank you. She say, "Come here, Tank. Look in the mirror." I looked in the mirror. She say, "What you see?" I say, $1,000,000. She say, "Look in that damn mirror and tell me what you see." She say, "I see a handsome, smart, intelligent, happy, funny man that can do anything he want to when he get out there." She say, "You take this guy right here and you take him out there in that world and you be him." And no one never told me that after all them years I've been running in and out of prison. I
And this
came
coming from a
out
sergeant.
just coming from the side, and that's where I'm at today, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, you know, it's a struggle, but the things that I go through in life, I love it. I love life on life terms,
Right.
man. I hear that shit head on, man. I'm not, and the courage, it takes courage to be where I'm at today, as far as being the man that I am, being in recovery. It takes courage to do the shit that I do, man. And I still walk on these 10 toes I got.
Yeah, it take courage. It took courage to do, even though we may not think that, because we did it so easy. But it took courage to do the things you did when you in your lower nature, when you was negative. It take courage. It take heart to do some of the shit that we've done, even though it
Mm-hmm.
was like second nature to it, because we used to do it. This is what we saw, as you say, when you coming up. The negativity you saw, it turned you on. You was inspired by it. You wanted
Yeah.
to get into it. You wanted to become active. So that become you were doing it all your life, so it's easy. But if we apply that same energy towards something positive, to believe it in ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
just having a little glimmer of hope, and hope that reinforced by positive brothers or family members or support team, then we can go out and do whatever, man. Our past don't define us. So yeah, we did, we did. We said, believed how we believe, rocked how we rock. We did all that, but that doesn't define us. That helped us. That helped refine us. It don't define us, but it helped refine us. We went through it. We went through it. We went through it enough times to we had to become clean. We had to straighten up, or death or destruction was the outcome.
You're
So
right.
we share this story proudly, not boasting of the things we've done, but proudly to show what we've been through, how you maintain, how you fought through the struggle, those who help you along the way, and how you're able to be successful, whatever that may mean to you. It may not be having $1 million, it might be having $1 million smile.
Hey.
It may not have the biggest house. Your happiness is your happiness. So whatever success means to you. So
Yeah.
I want to share, speak with brothers that have successful stories,
Right.
progressive stories.
Yeah.
Now I got out and I'm doing the same thing. But if you did get out, and you're doing the same thing. Maybe we can have a conversation. Maybe we can help one another. But you got to You got to want to help yourself.
That's it. It's all about what you want to do with your life. Can't nobody else dictate how your life is gonna be. You can. You know what I'm saying?
So I got a question before we end, brother. If you can go back, I know your life is unfolded how it's unfolded. If you
Right.
had a chance to maybe go back and change maybe one thing in your life or do it differently, what would you think? What would you say that would be?
One thing I would do different, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I would have got my ass in them books and learned. I always wanted my out. I mean, I accept the high school equivalent, GED,
Right.
diploma. I always wanted my own diploma. I wanted to walk across that stage. But I got some. I'm not gonna say I'm no GPA 4.0 or shit
Yeah.
like that. Nah, you know what I'm saying. But I'm smart, man.
But you
I'm
have
very
that potential.
intelligent. Yeah,
Any
yeah.
knowledge anybody has, if we provide with that knowledge and apply ourselves instead of, we can learn any damn thing
You
anybody else
damn
can.
sure
Our
right
brain
about
ain't no
that.
different. We some
Yeah,
of the most sharpest, wisest motherfuckers they was before we've been indoctrinated with the bullshit.
you right. You is
And we've
absolutely
been
right.
in bullshit, indoctrinated with bullshit. But now when you get hold to the truth,
Yeah.
can't nothing stop you. When you got truth on your side, it can take you into places that you didn't even think you could go.
You be
And you
surprised.
put forth all your energy in trying to do what's right for yourself, God will catapult your ass so high and so quick that you don't even know what happened. You would say, I'm just trying to make it across this motherfucking river to get to the other side. That's all you focus on. Don't know how it's going to happen. But
Yeah.
God works out in ways where He ain't gonna just get you in that grass. He'll get you over the water, over the grass, in a motherfucking car, on the road, all the way home.
Yeah.
And you like, damn, I'm just trying to get here. But as
Yeah.
long as you put
I'm
forth
already
that
over
effort,
here. Yeah.
then I'm a firm believer. You put forth all the effort that you can put forth, and your higher power is gonna kick in and make it happen.
That's what it is. That's what
As
it
long as
do.
you don't get weary along the way.
Yeah. That's that same thing I was saying about that storm, man. Like I said, blessings upon blessings upon blessings. You know what I'm saying, that we receive, and we'll go through some shit in life, and they want this all just to see how we take this or how we accept this, where we turn our back from what we really believe in. I know I can make this. I know I can
Right.
be a better person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then when shit hit the fan, are you still gonna be that same? Are you still gonna have that same belief? Are you still gonna walk with your head up? Or you gonna hold your head down? Or you gonna turn around and do the shit that you know you ain't supposed to do?
Right.
But when you stand fast in what you believe in, man, blessings upon blessings upon
Blessings
blessings.
upon blessings upon blessings and
Yeah,
more blessings.
and more.
Bro, I appreciate the opportunity to sit down and
Been my
conversate
pleasure,
with you.
man.
Not for your story, but to sit. It's been a while since we sat down and really talked.
Right.
We have busy lives, and we reach out, and whether it's a month from now, a year from now, whatever, we
Yeah.
reach out. It's the same respect. It's the
Right.
same love. It's everything's the same. We know where we come from. We went through it. We went through it together. We're here together. I'm here for you, brother. Any kind of way that I'm able to.
Yeah.
Never think you can't talk to me.
Oh yeah, I already
And
know
you know
that,
that.
brother.
Man,
I
it ain't got
already
to be
know that.
said. And I can call you and talk about anything,
Hey,
brother.
you know
But
what though? I want to say this, man. What was your nickname? What the nickname I gave you? World's strongest man, right?
yeah,
What was the nickname you gave me?
can opener. He gave you world's strongest man. I used to lift weights, do all kind of shit, still into it a little bit. But I called him man can opener. I think he had a freezer pop or something. Shit,
Yeah.
we go break bread. We go bust it down the
Yeah,
middle.
that's how we
Well,
do.
we could just bust it down the middle like the strongest man.
Yeah.
Like he could even do it. Man, he got this damn freezer pop and put that motherfucking tooth on it and bust that motherfucker like a razor blade. Pop!
Straight down the
I
middle.
started calling his ass can opener. And even in that, not making fun of, bro. Even in that, we found laughter.
Yeah,
He,
man.
he got that real can opener out for real. But amazing.
Yeah.
But this is my brother. I love him. I saw your struggle, bro. I've witnessed your triumph. I I've been in communication with you.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to say I applaud you, brother. I appreciate you. I
Thank you.
applaud you. I recognize your hard work.
Yeah.
And I seen it, and
Yeah.
I see the results of it. I see the happiness in your mama
Yeah.
post. She's proud of you. And seeing that makes me happy. Or
Right.
just hearing from you and know that you doing well makes me happy. That's genuine. That's genuine love.
Yeah.
It ain't never about what you got more. He got more. Or he got less or whatever.
Right.
Brother, what I got, you got. If I can help you, you can help me. That's understood.
Right.
So and I appreciate you coming out and sharing your story, because it takes a lot for some, people to come out and share of themselves with the world. Even though
Oh
we
yeah.
talking amongst each other, this is
Oh
what we
yeah.
do. We sharing it with the world, with the hopes that it reach somebody, that it have the potential to inspire somebody, motivate somebody, or have others reach out to
Yeah.
to be a part of the community,
Right.
sit together, have positive communication. This is not about arguing about who's right or wrong, who the toughest, who the hardest, who the wildest. It ain't about that. It's about real men coming together, having real conversations to better themselves and go out and help our brothers and sisters in society. So once again, brother, I appreciate you coming out. You know I love you,
You already know it, man.
and we out. Convo.